Have you ever felt exhausted or overwhelmed after spending time with someone who always seems full of positive energy? Or have you ever wondered why being around certain people makes you feel either uplifted or completely drained? These might be signs that you're interacting with someone who has a high vibration. While it may seem like being close to these individuals can only benefit you, there are hidden dangers that many people don't talk about. What if the energy of these highly vibrational people is affecting you more than you realize? Could their influence be causing emotional confusion or even pulling you away from your own goals without you noticing? It's important to understand how their energy can impact your own and why being mindful of your relationship with them matters. In this video, we'll uncover the lesser-known risks of being around highly vibrational people. We'll explore how their intense energy can lead to emotional overwhelm, disrupt your personal balance, and even cause you to become too reliant on their positive energy. By understanding these hidden dangers, you'll be better equipped to protect your own energy while still benefiting from their uplifting presence. Before we dive in, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss out on valuable insights that help you stay informed and balanced in your spiritual journey. Plus, by subscribing, you'll join a community of like-minded individuals who are also learning how to navigate these unique experiences. Let's get started. We might not always feel close to highly vibrational people because their energy can be intense and challenging to handle. Their high vibration often reflects a deeper level of self-awareness, positivity, and spiritual growth. While this can be inspiring, it can also highlight areas in our own lives where we might feel insecure or lacking. This can create discomfort or even frustration, making it hard to feel truly connected to them. Another reason is that the energy of highly vibrational people can be overwhelming. If your energy is not aligned with theirs, you may feel drained, anxious, or emotionally overloaded after spending time with them. It can also trigger unresolved emotions or push you to confront parts of yourself that you might not be ready to face, causing distance. Lastly, they may unintentionally influence your life path in ways you're not prepared for. Their presence can make you question your own goals or direction, which might lead to confusion or resistance. Maintaining balance and protecting your own energy is important, which sometimes means keeping a healthy distance from those with much higher vibrations. Highly vibrational people possess a unique energy that can deeply affect those around them. Their vibration is often the result of heightened spiritual awareness, emotional clarity, or inner peace. This energy can be incredibly uplifting, making you feel inspired, motivated, or even more connected to the world. However, there is a less talked about side to this experience: emotional overwhelm. When you are in the presence of someone with a high vibration, you are essentially absorbing some of their energy. If you're not on the same energetic wavelength, this intense emotional radiance can become overwhelming. It's like standing under a waterfall when you are only expecting a light shower. For those who are not prepared to handle such intensity, it can feel like emotional overload. This happens because highly vibrational people often carry a strong sense of positivity, love, and calm. While these are wonderful qualities, the gap between their emotional state and yours can feel vast. Their energy may amplify your own emotions, causing you to feel more sensitive or aware of your feelings. If you're already dealing with stress, anxiety, or emotional turmoil, this sudden amplification can feel unsettling, even uncomfortable. In some cases, emotional overwhelm might manifest as exhaustion or irritability. Being around high-energy individuals can drain your emotional reserves if you're not used to it. This is because your body and mind are constantly working to keep up with their energy, which can be exhausting over time. You might find yourself needing more time to recharge after being around them, even if the encounter was positive. Additionally, highly vibrational people have a way of acting as mirrors, reflecting back emotions that you may have buried or ignored. Being in their presence can force you to confront unresolved issues or traumas that you've been avoiding. While this can be a powerful opportunity for growth, it can also be overwhelming, especially if you're not emotionally ready to face those challenges. Another layer of emotional overwhelm comes from the pressure to keep up with their positivity. You may feel like you need to match their energy level or mindset, which can create stress if you're not in the same place emotionally or spiritually. This constant comparison can lead to feelings of inadequacy or frustration. Ultimately, while highly vibrational people can inspire and uplift, it's important to recognize your own limits. If their energy starts to feel overwhelming, it's okay to take a step back and protect your emotional well-being. Maintaining your personal boundaries and knowing when to recharge are essential to avoiding emotional overload. Being around highly vibrational people can sometimes make you feel uncomfortable with yourself. This is because their energy often acts like a mirror, showing you parts of your life that might need healing or growth. When you see these areas clearly, it can cause discomfort or even make you resist looking inward. For example, if someone is very positive, calm, and focused, it might make you realize where you feel stressed, negative, or unsure. This reflection can feel overwhelming as it forces you to face issues you've been avoiding, like unresolved emotions, bad habits, or areas where you've held yourself back. It's not that the high vibration person is doing anything wrong, it's just that their energy naturally highlights these things in you. This discomfort can lead to resistance. You might try to push away those feelings or avoid thinking about them because it's hard to deal with personal growth. It's easier to ignore what needs fixing, but being around such people makes it difficult to hide from these truths. While it can be tough to face, this discomfort is also an opportunity for growth. By recognizing the areas where you need healing, you can begin working on them. But it's important to do this at your own pace, without feeling pressured. Being around high vibration individuals can be both inspiring and energizing. These are the people who radiate positivity, confidence, and a sense of calm. They often make others feel good, motivated, and uplifted. However, there's a hidden side to this experience that many don't realize. It can lead to what's called unconscious energy drain. Unconscious energy drain happens when you spend time around someone with much higher energy or vibration than you. If your energy level is lower, whether because of stress, emotional struggles, or just feeling down, being around these people can unintentionally drain your energy. It's not something they do on purpose, but it happens because your body and mind are trying to match their high vibration, and that can be exhausting over time. Imagine being with someone who's always full of energy, like they're running a marathon every day, while you're just trying to walk at a steady pace. At first, you might feel motivated to keep up with them, but after a while, you'll start to feel tired and maybe even a little burned out. This is because your body is using a lot of energy to stay on their level, even if you don't realize it. Over time, this can leave you feeling emotionally and physically exhausted. You might feel drained after spending time with them, even if the experience was positive. You might also notice that after these encounters, you need more time to rest or recharge. This can show up as feeling tired, moody, or less focused. Another way this energy drain can happen is through emotional exhaustion. High vibration individuals often bring a lot of positive emotions into their interactions: joy, enthusiasm, calmness, but this can also bring up emotions in you that you didn't expect. For example, if someone is very positive and always looking on the bright side, it can make you more aware of your own negative feelings or areas in your life where you're struggling. This emotional awareness can be tiring and make you feel overwhelmed, even if you don't fully understand why. The key thing to remember is that unconscious energy drain isn't anyone's fault. The high vibration person isn't intentionally draining your energy, and they likely don't even know it's happening. It's simply a natural effect of being around someone whose energy is on a much higher level than yours. The good news is that there are ways to manage this. Here are a few tips to protect your energy. Set boundaries. It's important to recognize when you're feeling drained and take a step back. Don't feel guilty for needing alone time or saying no to social situations if you need to recharge. Take time to recharge. After spending time with high-vibration people, give yourself time to rest. Do things that help you feel calm and centered, like meditating, reading, or spending time in nature. Grounding techniques. Practice grounding exercises like deep breathing, walking barefoot on the grass, or visualization techniques to help you stay connected to your own energy. Limit time together. If you find yourself getting too exhausted, try limiting how much time you spend with high-vibration individuals. It's okay to enjoy their company in shorter, more manageable doses. By being mindful of how much energy you're giving and taking, you can enjoy the uplifting benefits of being around high-vibration people without feeling drained. It's all about finding balance and knowing when to take care of yourself. Being around highly vibrational people can have a powerful effect on your emotions and sensitivity. These individuals radiate a lot of positive energy, and while this can be uplifting, it can also increase your own sensitivity to everything around you. This heightened sensitivity means that you may start to feel emotions more intensely, both the positive and the negative. For example, their high energy might make you feel really good at first, bringing out feelings of happiness, motivation, and positivity. But over time, it can also amplify the less pleasant emotions you're carrying, like stress, sadness, or anxiety. It's as if their energy acts as a magnifying glass, making your own emotions much stronger than usual. This increased sensitivity can sometimes make you more vulnerable to mood swings. One moment you may feel incredibly inspired by their energy, but the next, you might feel overwhelmed or irritable without really understanding why. Their energy might bring up emotions or thoughts you've been avoiding, which can make you feel unsettled. Additionally, being around highly vibrational people may also heighten your awareness of negative forces or stressful situations. Things that might have seemed small or unimportant before can suddenly feel like bigger problems. This can lead to anxiety as your sensitivity to everything, both the good and the bad, becomes sharper. While it's great to be inspired by the positive energy of high-vibration individuals, it's important to recognize when this increased sensitivity starts to affect your well-being. You may feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster, going from highs to lows more quickly than before. This can be confusing and exhausting, especially if you don't know how to manage it. To protect yourself from the negative effects of increased sensitivity, here are a few things you can do. Stay grounded. Practice grounding techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or spending time in nature. These can help you stay balanced and connected to your own emotions without becoming overwhelmed by others' energy. Recognize triggers. Pay attention to what situations or people increase your sensitivity the most. By recognizing these triggers, you can be more mindful about how you react and protect your energy in those moments. Set boundaries. It's okay to take breaks or limit time with people whose energy makes you feel too sensitive or overwhelmed. Boundaries are key to managing your emotional health. Practice self-care. Make time for self-care activities that help you relax and recharge. Whether it's reading, listening to music, or taking a walk, do things that bring you peace and help reset your emotions. By being aware of how increased sensitivity affects you, you can better manage your emotions and still enjoy the benefits of being around high-vibration individuals without feeling emotionally overloaded. It's all about balance and knowing when to take a step back for your own well-being. Being around highly vibrational people can be inspiring and motivating, but sometimes their strong influence can unintentionally disrupt your personal goals. Their energy and ideas might be so powerful that you start to focus more on them and their path rather than staying true to your own. This can make it harder to stay on track with what truly matters to you. When someone radiates positivity and success, it's easy to admire them and want to follow in their footsteps. However, this admiration can sometimes lead you to shift your focus away from your own dreams and ambitions. You might find yourself getting caught up in their vision, thinking their path is the right one because it seems so successful. But what works for them may not be what's best for you. For example, let's say you have a clear goal to pursue a particular career or personal project. After spending time with a high-vibration individual who is very passionate about their own goals, you may start to second-guess your own path. Without realizing it, their influence might make you feel like you should change your focus or that your goals are not as important or impressive as theirs. This can create confusion and a lack of clarity in your life. You may start to wonder whether you're doing the right thing or if you should be aiming for something different. As a result, your personal goals may get pushed to the side and you might lose sight of what truly makes you happy or fulfilled. Over time, this can lead to frustration as you feel disconnected from your original path. It's important to remember that everyone's journey is unique. What works for someone else may not necessarily align with your values or life purpose. While it's great to learn from highly vibrational people and be inspired by their success, it's crucial to stay grounded in your own goals and dreams. Their influence can be powerful, but it doesn't have to pull you away from what's important to you. To avoid having your personal goals disrupted, here are some tips. Stay focused on your vision. Keep your personal goals clear and in front of you. Whether it's writing them down or regularly reflecting on them, this will help you stay focused on what truly matters to you. Set boundaries. While it's beneficial to be around high-energy individuals, set boundaries to protect your own path. Make sure you spend time reflecting on your own dreams without outside influence. Trust your journey. Understand that your journey is unique. It's okay if your path looks different from others. Trust that your goals are valid and worth pursuing, even if they don't align with someone else's. Stay self-aware. Regularly check in with yourself to see if you're still aligned with your personal goals. If you notice that you're being pulled in a direction that doesn't feel right, take steps to realign with what you want. By staying mindful of how other people's energy influences you, you can remain focused on your own path and avoid letting their strong presence steer you off course. Balance inspiration with your own inner guidance to stay true to your personal goals. Being around highly vibrational people can be uplifting, but it can also lead to a sense of spiritual disconnection if you're not on a similar journey. Their deep connection to spirituality, personal growth, or higher consciousness can create a gap between you and them, making you feel disconnected or even inadequate in comparison. When someone is on a high vibration path, they often radiate peace, wisdom, and a strong sense of purpose. This can be inspiring, but if you're not in the same place spiritually, it may feel like you don't quite fit into their world. You might find yourself questioning your own spiritual path or feeling like you're not growing fast enough. This can lead to feelings of self-doubt or even frustration. For example, if they regularly practice meditation, mindfulness, or other spiritual rituals and you don't, you might feel left behind. Their conversations might center around topics that feel foreign or too advanced for you, which can create a sense of distance. You may start to feel like an outsider in their high vibrational world, as if you're not able to connect on the same level. This feeling of disconnection can also lead to alienation. You might begin to feel like you don't belong in their circle, or that you're somehow less than because your spiritual journey looks different. Their achievements and growth can unintentionally highlight areas where you feel you're falling short, further deepening the sense of inadequacy. Over time, this can create tension and make it difficult to maintain a close relationship. It's important to remember that spiritual journeys are personal and unique. Just because someone is on a high vibration path doesn't mean your journey is any less valid or important. You don't have to be at the same stage of growth to be valuable or worthy. Spirituality is not a race, and everyone evolves at their own pace. If you find yourself feeling disconnected or inadequate, here are a few tips to help. Accept your journey. Embrace where you are on your spiritual path. It's okay to be at a different stage than someone else. Focus on your growth and trust that you are where you need to be. Open communication. If you're feeling disconnected from a high vibration friend or group, try talking to them about it. They may not realize how their energy is affecting you, and open communication can help bridge the gap. Find common ground. Look for ways to connect with them that don't rely solely on spirituality. Whether it's shared interests or activities, finding common ground can help reduce feelings of alienation. Seek support. If the disconnection feels overwhelming, consider finding a spiritual community or mentor that resonates with where you are in your journey. This can help you feel more grounded and supported. Trust your growth. Everyone's spiritual path is unique, and it's important to honor where you are. Don't compare your journey to others. Instead, focus on your progress and celebrate your own milestones, no matter how small. By recognizing and addressing the feelings of spiritual disconnection, you can maintain your own spiritual balance and avoid feeling alienated from the high vibrational people in your life. Being in close relationships with highly vibrational people can be a transformative experience, but it often comes with its own set of challenges. One of the most significant challenges is the intensification of relationships. When you surround yourself with individuals who radiate strong, positive energy, it can bring underlying issues in your emotional or interpersonal dynamics to the surface, forcing you to confront problems that you may not be prepared to address. Highly vibrational people tend to be very aware of their emotions and the emotions of those around them. This heightened awareness can create a sense of accountability and encourage you to reflect on your own behaviors, patterns, and relationships. While this can be a valuable opportunity for growth, it can also be overwhelming. You might find yourself facing aspects of your personality or past experiences that you've been avoiding, leading to discomfort and resistance. For example, if you have issues with communication or vulnerability, being around someone who expresses their feelings openly can highlight your own struggles. You may feel pressured to match their emotional intensity, which can lead to anxiety, especially if you're not accustomed to being that open. The pressure to confront these issues can create feelings of inadequacy, leading you to question whether you're worthy of the relationship or if you'll ever be able to keep up. Moreover, relationships with high vibration individuals can also expose weaknesses in interpersonal dynamics. If there are unresolved conflicts or misunderstandings in your relationship, their strong energy might bring these issues into sharper focus. You may find it difficult to hide behind superficial interactions, as their presence encourages deeper connections. This exposure can be challenging as it requires honesty and vulnerability, qualities that may feel uncomfortable or frightening. As a result, you might experience a range of emotions, from frustration and sadness to inspiration and motivation. While you might be inspired to grow and evolve, you may also feel like you're being pushed too hard or too fast. This emotional roller coaster can be disorienting, leading to a desire to retreat or disengage from the relationship altogether. To navigate the intensified dynamics that come with these relationships, here are some strategies to consider. Embrace self-reflection. Use this opportunity to reflect on your own emotional patterns and behaviors. Journaling or talking to a trusted friend can help you process your thoughts and feelings. Communicate openly. If you feel overwhelmed by the intensity of the relationship, consider having an honest conversation with the other person. Let them know how you're feeling and discuss ways to support each other's growth. Set boundaries. It's okay to set boundaries around certain topics or emotional discussions if you feel you're not ready to address them. Protecting your emotional space is essential for maintaining a healthy relationship. Take your time. Allow yourself the space and time to work through any issues that arise. Growth doesn't have to happen overnight, and it's okay to take small steps. Focus on personal growth. Use the insights gained from your relationship to inform your personal development. Consider seeking support from a mentor or counselor if you need help addressing deeper issues. In summary, while relationships with highly vibrational people can reveal weaknesses in emotional and interpersonal dynamics, they also offer a unique opportunity for growth and transformation. By approaching these challenges with awareness and openness, you can cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections that ultimately enhance your life. Building relationships with highly vibrational people can be incredibly rewarding, yet it often leads to an unbalanced energy exchange. This phenomenon occurs when one person in the relationship is consistently receiving more energy, support, or positivity from the other without offering an equal exchange. Over time, this imbalance can create strain and tension, ultimately affecting the health of the relationship. When you're around individuals who radiate high vibrations, their positive energy can be infectious. They may inspire you, uplift your spirits, and provide emotional support, making you feel good and motivated. However, if you find yourself consistently leaning on them for that energy and support without reciprocating, it can create a one-sided dynamic. You might feel as if you're always the receiver while they become the giver, pouring their energy into you. Initially, this might feel beneficial, especially if you're going through a challenging time. However, this reliance on their energy can lead to feelings of guilt and inadequacy. You may start to question your own worthiness, wondering if you're taking advantage of their kindness. This self-doubt can create a significant emotional burden, making you feel like you're not contributing to the relationship in a meaningful way. Moreover, as time goes on, the person with the high vibration may start to feel drained or frustrated. Giving consistently without receiving can lead to emotional exhaustion. They may become resentful if they feel their efforts aren't being recognized or reciprocated. This can create tension and conflict in the relationship, as one party may feel unappreciated and overextended, while the other feels guilty and inadequate. Being close to highly vibrational people can be an enlightening experience, but it can also lead to triggering negative patterns in your life. When you interact with individuals who exude strong positive energy, it can often bring to the surface unresolved traumas, unhealthy habits, and deep-seated insecurities. This emotional upheaval may cause discomfort, resistance, and a desire to retreat from the relationship. Highly vibrational individuals tend to be emotionally aware and may encourage openness, authenticity, and self-reflection. While these qualities can be beneficial, they can also act as a mirror, reflecting back areas of your life that require healing. For instance, if you have unresolved trauma related to past relationships or experiences, being around someone who is confident and emotionally transparent can trigger those old wounds. You might find yourself feeling vulnerable or exposed, and this discomfort can lead to a range of emotional reactions, including anxiety, anger, or sadness. Additionally, their positive energy can inadvertently highlight your own unhealthy patterns. If you struggle with issues like codependency, self-doubt, or perfectionism, their presence may amplify these insecurities. You might start to feel inadequate in comparison, leading to negative self-talk or feelings of worthlessness. Instead of feeling inspired by their high vibrations, you may find yourself spiraling into old habits of self-criticism or avoidance. Moreover, the intense emotional atmosphere created by highly vibrational people can create resistance within you. You may find yourself pushing back against their positive influence, subconsciously wanting to maintain the status quo rather than confront your discomfort. This resistance can manifest as defensiveness, dismissiveness, or even conflict. For example, if they encourage you to pursue personal growth or emotional healing, you might feel overwhelmed or resistant to their suggestions, preferring instead to stay in familiar, albeit unhealthy, patterns. This triggering effect can create a complex dynamic in the relationship. While you may feel drawn to their positive energy, the emotional upheaval they bring can lead to feelings of frustration or confusion. You might question your ability to grow alongside them or worry about the impact of your unresolved issues on the friendship. Being in close proximity to highly vibrational individuals can be an enriching experience, but it often leads to a dependence on their energy. When you consistently draw inspiration and positivity from someone else, you may unintentionally lose the ability to cultivate your own uplifting energy. This dependence can stifle your personal growth and diminish your self-reliance, making it difficult to thrive independently. Initially, the positive energy from these individuals can feel like a breath of fresh air. They might inspire you, boost your mood, and encourage you to see the brighter side of life. However, if you rely on them for that upliftment over time, you may find yourself becoming emotionally dependent on their presence. This reliance can create a situation where your happiness and motivation are closely tied to their energy, making it challenging to feel good when they are not around. This dependence often manifests as an inability to maintain a positive vibration on your own. You might start to notice that your mood dips significantly in the absence of the highly vibrational person. Instead of feeling empowered to generate your own positivity, you may find yourself waiting for their energy to elevate your spirits. This pattern can create a sense of helplessness, making you feel as though your emotional well-being is outside of your control. Moreover, this reliance can hinder personal growth. When you depend on someone else for your emotional upliftment, you may miss out on valuable opportunities to develop your own coping strategies and resilience. Personal growth often comes from facing challenges, navigating difficult emotions, and learning to cultivate your own strength. However, if you lean too heavily on another person's energy, you may shy away from these crucial experiences, opting for the comfort of their presence instead. For instance, if you frequently seek the support of a highly vibrational friend instead of learning to handle stress or negativity on your own, you may never fully develop the tools needed to cope with life's challenges independently. This can lead to a cycle where you find yourself continually relying on them, creating an unbalanced dynamic that can strain the relationship. In conclusion, while highly vibrational individuals can provide significant emotional support and positivity, becoming dependent on their energy can hinder your personal growth and self-reliance. By cultivating your own positive vibration and developing strategies for emotional independence,